Earlier today, I read an article from the pastor of our church, J.D. Greer. I'll leave a link to the article below. It's a short article, couple-minute read, but very good, very impactful. The premise of the article was a boy turning 15, and the father decided to invite older men to kind of speak into the boy's life and in future and kind of give him advice. And one of the guys talked about how to be a good husband and kind of how to treat your wife and stuff. And I was looking over the list, and definitely some good stuff here. And some of it is specific to the woman or to the wife, the girlfriend even. But as I'm reading through some of this, especially in the section, how to be a happy husband, start practicing these now. A lot of these, I think, don't necessarily apply strictly to being a husband. They just apply to how to treat people in general, and I think that if we all started doing these things and treating people this way, the world would just be a much better place. Some of them that I have highlighted here. Work hard, but put your presence with your wife and your family ahead of your career goals. Again, I guess that's kind of applied to a husband, but talks about the priorities there. Do the dishes, just a kind thing to do, and I don't think it's strictly just doing the dishes. It's just helping out where you can with other people in general. Where's their need? How can you step in and help? These kind of next three I really like, and to me they play together. How to have conflict, love in the midst of conflict, and develop the skill to resolve conflict with compassion. I think if we could embrace that, how to have a conflict. I don't think conflict is necessarily bad if the end goal of both people is to attain a better place. So it just, in that conflict, you're trying to resolve an issue and not trying to attack the other person or what they're saying, but just the thought and meet it out back and forth. What the pros and cons of each, and that takes listening to each other and hearing what the other person says. And there's a lot more on here. Apologize and don't expect an apology. I think that goes with anything you do. You do something for the kindness of it or the goodness of it, and don't necessarily expect something in return. Thank you, or that's always nice, but monetary, or don't do it with an expectation. And there's more on here. I want to listen to her. Anyway, after reading this and thinking about it again, the ones I pulled out tonight I think can apply just in general situations and circumstances. But I think what I want to do with this list is break them down and maybe have a series of videos where we talk about each of the bullet items, or maybe pull a couple together and crack those in a nutshell. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So look for more videos on each of these. We'll start at the top of the list and break them down and just have some fun with them. So again, links to the article is in the description. Check it out, and we'll just start picking them off and go through them. So have a great evening. I'm looking forward to this series, and I will talk to you tomorrow.